Have you ever wondered if the cracks in your life, the imperfections, the losses, the moments you wish you could erase, might actually be the very things that make you beautiful? Today, we're diving into Wabi Sabi by Beth Kempton, a book rooted in Japanese wisdom that gently teaches us to find peace, not in perfection, but in the perfectly imperfect. If you're new to the book Capsule, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon for more book-inspired insights that can transform your inner world. And stay with me till the end, because I'll be asking a few questions that just might change the way you see your life. I stumbled upon Wabi Sabi on a quiet evening, one of those nights where your soul feels noisier than the world around you. I wasn't looking for a book, I was looking for calm. I'd heard whispers about Japanese philosophy and how it embraces imperfection, but I had no idea how deeply this little title would sit with me. The audiobook version felt more like a conversation than a reading. The author, Beth Kempton, delivers her words with a softness that feels like a friend wrapping their arm around you. Her voice doesn't rush, it flows. She doesn't preach, she reflects. And that's how the book begins to take root, in whispers, not commands. What followed was not just information. It was reorientation. And here are the 8 lessons that met me where I was, and gently walked me somewhere better. 1. Imperfection is not a flaw, it's a feature. From the first few chapters, Kempton makes it clear, what we often rush to fix or hide might be the very thing that makes something or someone beautiful. I've spent so much of my life trying to polish things, projects, appearances, even emotions. But Wabi Sabi invites you to breathe into the cracks. The lesson? Stop running from imperfection. There's a kind of beauty that only exists in the unpolished. It's where the soul breathes, too. Slow down. The pause is the point. Kempton's gentle narration made this hit deeper. We are always rushing towards goals. Away from pain, onto the next big thing. But in Japanese tea ceremonies and everyday life, slowness is not a waste of time. It's where meaning hides. This made me look at my own pace. What was I sprinting for? And what was I missing along the way? For anyone caught in the trap of urgency, Wabi Sabi is a call to slow down and feel the ground beneath your feet again. 3. Value the invisible. There's a part in the book that talks about appreciating things that can't be measured, like a shift in season, a fleeting emotion, a subtle gesture. I realized I've spent years chasing visible results, tangible wins. But some of the most meaningful moments in my life were the ones you can't explain on paper. This lesson changed how I define success. Sometimes the most valuable things don't show up in photos, they're only felt in the heart. 4. Transience is a teacher, not a threat. Kempton explains how Wabi Sabi sees impermanence as natural, even necessary. The cherry blossoms bloom and fall, and that's what makes them precious. This hit home. I've always clung too tightly, trying to make things last forever. But Wabi Sabi made me realize that knowing something won't last is what makes it sacred. Whether it's a season, a relationship, or a phase of life, its end doesn't lessen its value. It magnifies it. 5. Nature is the greatest mirror. There's a recurring theme in the book: look to nature. Trees don't hurry their growth. Leaves don't mourn their fall. Everything has its time, and nothing apologizes for being exactly what it is. Kempton uses nature not as metaphor but as guide. And suddenly, I saw the leaves outside my window differently. Nature isn't separate from us. It's a reminder of how to live with grace. 6. Contentment is in the details. One of the most grounding moments in the book is when Kempton talks about finding joy in simple rituals: pouring tea, lighting a candle, folding laundry. It made me ask myself, why do I only celebrate big things? Why not find magic in the everyday? This lesson taught me that contentment doesn't arrive with achievement. It shows up quietly in ordinary moments, if we pay attention. 7. You don't need to fix everything, you just need to see it differently. Instead of offering solutions, Kempton invites perspective shifts. When something is broken or messy, Wabi Sabi doesn't say fix it now. It says, look again, what might this be showing you? This changed how I look at disappointments. What if they're not dead ends, but invitations to reframe? When I listened to this chapter, I literally paused the audiobook to sit in silence and let that idea settle. It's gentle. It's freeing. And it sticks. 8. Wholeness includes the cracks. The most tender lesson, for me, was this: you are not broken just because you're bruised. Wabi Sabi doesn't ask you to heal into perfection. It asks you to honor your scars. Kempton shares this with such humility, that you almost whisper yes to yourself as you listen. It's a reminder that we don't become whole by erasing the painful parts, we become whole by integrating them. As Wabi Sabi teaches us, life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Sometimes, it's the quiet, broken, and overlooked moments that hold the deepest meaning. I hope this video gave you something to reflect on, something to breathe into. Let me know in the comments, what part of this message spoke to you the most? I truly love reading your thoughts. If this video touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with someone who might need a little reminder that they are enough, just as they are. And yes, stay tuned for our next video where we'll explore another book that just might shift your perspective in unexpected ways. Until then, take care of your soul, and celebrate the beauty in your imperfections.